Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a very small recap on Garo Vanishing Line episode 9. So, if this video is really short, don't be too surprised. So, if anything else, let's go. We have to it that the people of the city are trying to reconstruct the entire city after it was getting damaged. And of course, we get to see let me see here. Sophie's sister's funeral, etc. And it was pretty sad in a certain sense. And we have to it that Sword, on the other hand, visits Luke and gives him some food and tells him to hurry up and recover because things are about to go crazy and the guy's going to go after us again. And Sword is talking about the Dark of Silver Knight, etc. We have to it that Sword is given a mission to go visit El Dorado, apparently with Sophie, because knowing that the king is targeting her, we cannot allow her to leave her alone in the city. And she ends up giving Sword instructions. Well, this is happening at a diner, if anything. The lady at the diner gives Sword the instructions to how to get over there. As Sword is getting ready, packing up for his journey, he therefore asks his friend to take care of Luke and the city. While Sophie, on the other hand, grabs some souvenirs from her former place, we have to it that she's given a chance by Sword to maybe talk to her friends one last time before she may not see him again. But Sophie, on the other hand, said, let's just go. And their traveling will take about maybe 2 to 3 days to reach there. And for the time being, it looks like they didn't have much of a problem. Of course, there was a funny gas station where they managed to get a big, large freaking energy or gas to their motorcycle, surprisingly, after maybe 1 or 2 days possibly, or more. I don't know, because it has its days and nights that I don't calculate very well. We have to it that Sword ends up explaining a couple things to Sophie, of course, and they end up having their own fun. Of course, there is a scene where they end up treating a baby deer, I think, thanks to Sophie's inspiration, or let me see here, convincing. And of course, that baby deer, after getting treated, is reunited with its mother eventually, and Sophie sees it off. And we have to it that this reminds Sophie that she should have spent more time with her sister, of course, the person that took her in and took care of her, etc., and wish she could have talked to her a little bit more. And we have to it that Sword, therefore, tells her that sadness and regrets can never be forgotten. But we have to live and move on and forge new paths. That's the only thing we can do. And of course, we get to know a little bit about Sword's training back then. And of course, Sophie does ask him, why do you fight, etc. And Sword says, I just chose this path for a reason. That's it. And of course, that was a long conversation ago before this one, with Sword telling Sophie about sadness and regret, etc. And they continue their journey. While we see some major antagonists, especially the Silver Dark Knight antagonists, we have two of Tuba's friends or allies pretty much scolded him for having to screw up the mission and having to unable to get Sophie, etc., and having to kill one of the pawns apparently. But we have to it that the Silver Dark Knight does not care about that, and he's looking forward to facing the Golden Knight again. And of course, this woman that is related to the El Dorado King swore that no one's gonna lay a hand on the king. And whoever this king is, and it could be somewhat suspicious because it could be somewhat suspicious who El Dorado's king is. We don't know if that could be Sophie's brother or not, but we'll have to find out for sure. It seems like it might be a relation to El Dorado, but who knows. We have to it the next episode's going to be called Rebirth, and it might focus on Luke himself, apparently. While he recovered from his injuries, we may see some development in him if he's going to be an alchemist or knight. But who knows, because apparently this involves maybe some images of his backstory and him staring at his old sword a long time ago. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.